Welcome, everyone, to a new session of Role Play Games. And I'm your host, GM Dave. And as you can see, I'm accompanied by a bunch of lovely adventurers with us. So, allow us to introduce. We're going to go from top to right to bottom right. So, allow me to introduce the new players of our game. First, we have Jez. Jez, wave. Say hi. Jez will be playing Adita. We'll get into that in a bit. She will be playing Adita. To her right, we have our good and returning friend Mars, who will be playing Nico. To the bottom left, this lovely VTuber we have. Her name is Shadow Shura, and make sure you check out her channel as well on the Twitch. She will be playing Theodora. And last but not least, that gorgeous, handsome man to the bottom right, that friend of ours, his name is Stewie, and he will be playing Ceres. We are playing a brand new game on this channel. For a while, we've been playing some Pathfinder 2E, but now, today, we are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in the world of Arcanis by Paradigm Concepts. So, before we begin, a couple of quick and little announcements and a quick thank yous. First off, I want to say a quick thanks to all my players who are joining me today. Guys, thank you very much.
Happy to be here.
Woohoo! Next, I would like to
for the blackmail. I wouldn't have showed up.
That's what made it such a good time for me.
I would also like to do a special thank you and shout out to Paradigm Concepts, who yesterday just released a new Kickstarter for their new Psionic Handbook. So if you're interested, check out Paradigm Concepts Arcanis Psionic Handbook on Kickstarter.
Psionics
Next.
always gets weird.
Psionics are fun. Oh, psionics exists in this world, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh, no, do not want. Oh no.
Next, I would like to also give a special shout out to Sirenscape, who will be providing the music for our adventure this evening. Last but not least, I also want to throw another shout out and thank you to Hero Lab for allowing us to use their miniatures for our streaming purposes, because we will also not be using them for nefarious reasons. I read the literature they put out. Okay. With that being said, let us go ahead and begin our adventure into the world of Arcanis, the Shattered Empires. Cue the intro.
The rise and fall of empires drives Arcanis. Their petty dramas played out against the backdrop of civilizations. Peaceable halflings, Insectoid Isori and Ilhuan, they were all of them wiped out by the unstoppable force of reptilian Sethragor, whose magic twisted the elemental lords to forge the Ilori. Elf-like children of nature, enslaved by Sethragoran might. Abused by their cruel creators, the Ilori revolted. They carved out a time of peace and order on Onara, a time when gods walked the earth. But peace is not the story of Arcanis. Ancient ships brought the humans to Onara. They slew the Ilori gods, all but one. The human kingdoms rose and fell, and a dark human power grew in a mandragore. The sorcerer king who drew magic and power to him with unnatural might. In his arrogance, a curse was laid. The infernal hordes spewed forth across the world, crushing human, dwarf, and Ilori in their wake. Rising to meet them, a last alliance of humanity, the Coryani Empire, forged in a time of legend. But the age of legends is long past, and the Coryani Empire is fading. The Ilori of the Vast would return. The Sorcerer King with the Mandragore sends black ships to capture all with arcane potential. Sethragor gathers power in dark machinations, and the human nations point swords at one another. Now, the mortal future is at stake. Heroes must choose the greatest good as often as the lesser of two evils, Arcanis, the world of shattered empires.
Welcome, one and all, to where we lay our scene. We are now going to be telling a story that takes place in a world called Arcanis. Specifically, we are setting our scene in the Coryani Empire. Imagine, if you will, Rome at its height is where we lay the scene. As we fade in, we see 4 individuals cloaked, wandering the streets of the great Coryani capital. The first to be noticed is our good friend, Theodora. Theodora, please describe yourself. Excellent. Next to Theodora, we have an individual who is a little bit taller. Nico, please describe yourself. Yes. Continue. Thank you.
Alright. But yeah, Nico would also be... he wouldn't have his actual armor on, at least the chest piece of it. That'd kind of be just in his bag, just when he needs it. But he will at least still have a couple weapons on him. And for the most part, definitely walks like he's had some kind of training of some sort. What kind? Well, some people might know. Who knows?
Now, I'm going to ask one more time if the Lady Theodora would give me one more description, because apparently we were muted. It wouldn't be a first stream if something didn't go wrong.
It wouldn't be. Thank you, Marlon, for letting us know. Theodora. Theodora stands at I think it was a meter like 5'5", not too high. She is very fair-skinned, with long brown hair that curls and flows just like, you know, kind of how I model here, with red robes that are very flowy, and an a white overskirt with a yellow belt. And she just kind of walks around with a certain grace to her, and is always keeping an eye out for those around her and her friends as well. She also has striking silver eyes.
Yes. And now we move on to the next figure. This one, I believe, is a little bit shorter, but probably a lot wider. Ceres, please describe yourself.
Ceres is Ceres. Ceres love family. Ceres here. Ceres protect family. Ceres.
What do you look like?
Ceres. Ceres is actually a quite uniquely purple and blue with slightly luminescent scales here and there. More easily to be able to blend in, especially at night in waters, as the moon reflects off of ponds and pools that his people would normally hide in to ambush. So he is very unique, especially in the fact that the other members of the party murdered the rest of his clan. And took him as an egg and raised him. So Celeste has no idea about any of that, but he knows this is family.
And the last individual to describe themselves, Adita. Please describe yourself.
Dita is average in every way. She's average height, a middling build. Her skin's kind of dark and caramelly, like a woman that spent a little more time in the sun than most. In fact, the only notable thing about her is the fact that her head is shaved back except for a long ponytail of black cherry hair. She dresses carefully. Her clothing almost makes no noise as she walks. In fact, she doesn't make a whole lot of noise herself. Walking carefully through the space, ducking past her friends, folks on the street, careful not to brush shoulders as she goes.
Now, of these individuals, you have one, Ceres, who is of the Ceresan race, a lizard people who were artificially created to serve the Sanu of Sethragor. And the other three individuals who, at first glance, look humans, but truth be told is each of them have a bit of a touch from the divine. Our good friend Theodora is touched by the lady Larissa. She is the goddess of fate and love, but she is also known as the divine harlot to many. She is of the Valshim clan. Nico, who goes his full name, Nico Valborda, is a child of Kadic, the god of shadows, the god of doing what is necessary to be done in order to protect humanity. And he is also his champion. Next is Adita. Her origins are a bit of a mystery to all, except for those who are close to her. She hails from the goddess, she is descended from the goddess of Salue, of the Valdelanov clan. Our three heroes are made up of the divinity, and Ceres is Ceres. All four of you are retired legionnaires of the Coryani Empire, specifically the Legion of Burnished Steel. You have done your tenure with the Legion. As most people would like, after years of fighting, maybe it is time to just relax. Take it easy. Enjoy quiet days. But you four said no. You have decided that there is more to this world. There's more chance to receive influence, and to some well-earned coin. Or maybe perhaps you have your own motives that you have not disclosed. But either way, you four have known each other for probably more than a decade. You have seen action. As part of the Burnished Steel Legion, because of your skill sets, you would have been part of an auxiliary force instead of a Legion cohort. You would have been gone on scouting missions and do stealth missions for your Legion, reconnaissance. Because that is just the way you all are built. You are built for stealth. You are built for quiet. You are great at moving in and out. I think not one of you has anything heavier than leather armor. And two of you are not wearing any armor at all.
Nope. My good looks are all the armor I need.
So, and at least I forget, our good friend Theodora is not only a Valshim of Larissa, but she's a cleric too. One of her divine priestesses.
Yes.
So, what great way than to start a new life in the world of Anara, or in the continent of Anara, than to visit the grand Coryani Empire, the city itself, the capital. Time to make some money. So, my adventurers, you are here. You want to make some funds. What would you like to do?
Well, I think we'd probably go to the walk around to see what's going on. See what places are popular.
All right. Welp. One of the more popular places nowadays is a place called the Aventine Collegium. The Aventine Collegium is pretty popular. It is run by two individuals and Theodora. It is not hard for you to get any information whatsoever.
No.
You find out that one of the proprietors is a former legionnaire, I believe of the Divine Shield Legion. They're not one of the legions that have one of the more ostentatious names. But his name is Pulo.
Okay. Should probably have grabbed a notebook for this.
Nico.
Is his partner Lucius by any chance?
I was just about to ask.
Hey, if when in Rome, right? Nico.
I mean, first of all, never trust Pulo.
Nico, what would you like to do?
Not that.
Yeah, whatever that was.
I was grabbing a notebook.
Uh-huh.
Note to self, not grabbing notebook.
Phrasing.
Not in Shura's house.
Well, these guys haven't steered me wrong so far, so yeah, I'll just kind of hang back and just kind of follow along for the moment. Just kind of keep an eye behind us in case, I don't know, maybe somebody's just walking up.
Well, the good thing is, while you're in the capital, everyone is walking up.
Yeah.
This city holds millions of people. And because it holds so many people, some areas, you just smell how cloistered people are.
Well, let me rephrase that. See if anybody's kind of walking up towards us with a purpose.
So far, no one is yet.
So that's
Ceres.
the knuckle Nico.
Yeah. What?
One drink.
You want a drink?
One drink. And then I'm going to use my honor. Which ability is it? Hold on. Yeah, my friends in the rank ability. I'm gonna point in a direction towards a bar.
One drink.
And I'm gonna put that into chat for everybody.
Alrighty.
You know what? A drink does sound good.
I mean, we've been traveling long enough. Might as well.
Anything to drown out the stink of all of this humanity stuffed into a sardine can.
Oh, I've been breathing through my mouth. I can't smell most of it.
Oh, so you're tasting it. Yeah, that's like you, Nico. I never did understand your taste in anything.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least if I'm tasting it, that means if it's washed down with some alcohol, it'll kill whatever's there.
I mean,
I don't
he's
think that's how disinfecting works, my man.
Well,
not
hasn't
100%
killed me
wrong.
yet.
I'll
Still
also put my
could.
secondary ability that I use into the chats for everyone.
Bless Ceres. He's a good pet.
He is a good boy.
I'm actually glad we didn't eat him back then.
Huh?
Oh, have you ever had Ceresan omelets?
Well, would have been the first time for everything.
I mean, I'm all for trying adventurous foods. I'll forage for anything, but I gotta tell you, Ceresan omelets, it's kind of like the chicken went bad a week ago. I wouldn't try it, my man. There is no amount of cheese and sauce that can make that palatable. And you know me, I'll try most things twice. Them lizards, you're not getting
most
that in my
things-
mouth.
The most things twice got me. The cheese did too.
Well,
Slowly cracking up over here, too.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, let's see. Theodora, you feel a little pull on your toga.
Okay.
And as you look down, you see a boy. And he seems to be holding a parchment. This
Little
is...
kneel down.
Hi. And he's looking at you like completely mesmerized. This is for you.
Aw, aren't you so sweet? Thank you very much. And she'll pick the parchment from his hand and take and like it. Okay, how? It's gonna sound bad, but is he like a beggar child or?
He would be definitely a plebeian child.
Okay, well, not gonna ruffle his head. She's just gonna pat his shoulder.
Now it sounds bad. All right.
So I
He-
need to know, did he pick her pocket in the meantime?
Yeah, that's the other question.
You know what? Give me a perception check.
Done and done, boss man.
All right, with the 19, you keep your eye on that child, and there is a part of him where the back of the hairs on the back of his neck start standing up, and he's just like, he knows he's being watched, but he doesn't try anything like picking her pockets.
Okay.
Because last time I checked, I think the togas don't really have pockets.
No, I mean she has robes and like folds in her robes, so there's pockets. What does the note say?
Inside the note, there is a request for the 4 former members, the 4 veterans of the Burnished Steel Legion to meet at a place called the Ripe Vine.
Oh, okay.
The letter also indicates it is aware that you are looking for work. And if you are looking for work, there is coin to be made in this city.
Have we ever been in this city before?
Rather make my coin outside it if you don't mind.
The closest two that probably have been to Coryani itself might have been Nico and Theodora.
If this is the kind of place they frequent, I definitely don't want to be here long.
That we've been here before, or that we've been around here?
Yes.
Sure enough.
Surrender, say yes.
Yes.
Theodore would let the rest of the group say, it seems like someone knows we're here.
Soress is gonna stop a random passerby on the street and be like, "Where? This bar."
Give me an intimidate check for just being a Saracen.
She was just gonna, I mean, Theodore was just gonna be like, Soress, honey.
I think
Oh,
you passed out. Answer first.
Use your 20s early, yes.
You feel who the person you have grabbed has gone completely limped, and you can even probably see wisps of his soul hanging out of his mouth.
Oh dear.
No, but first answer. Where bar?
Soress, if you shake him, he can't answer. Here,
Bar.
pass him over. Pass him over. I'll just kind of like wake him up.
Ugh. Oh my gosh. You're Ravel. I saw a horrible thing before me.
He don't want to know where bar.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh my god, it's still here. By Alir's divine grace.
No, he doesn't bite too hard. Just answer his question, and I'll take him away.
Okay.
I'm gonna point at the paper and be like, "This bar. Where bar?"
Oh, what's the name of the bar? I'm sorry, I can't read.
I can't read either.
Oh, that's sad.
The Ripe Vine.
That bar.
Oh, okay. The bar is not too far from the gladiatorial arena, so here. And he starts scribbling down some directions on a little piece of paper that he happened to have, and he hands it to you,
Is
Nico.
it just arrows?
Right, and drawings.
Is it just arrows?
Since he's illiterate.
Pretty much.
He's good. Thank you.
It's a little map. There's a little coliseum, a roadway.
Perfect.
Can I go
Looked
now?
around and point at the Coliseum. Bar.
Yes, he can go.
No, Sress. Coliseum. Fighting.
Oh, yeah. Coliseum bar.
Bar. Drinking.
Yes.
Strategic differences.
I mean,
Like that, yes.
some people would do both at the same place. You know this.
Yes.
I've met you before, Theodora, yes.
Bar drinking. Bar fight drinking. So I like bar fight drinking.
I remember that, Sress. It was a little awkward for us the last time.
Hey, that's for Celeste.
I know, but this time, if you could avoid maybe not breaking the door down first, that'd be a good start.
How about we let Nikos go first?
As long as we don't break the door down, because I don't think I can pay for another one.
Oh, for the love of Ilir, come on, let's go to the bar. And Dita goes storming off in the right direction. And whether the rest of them follow or not, she doesn't seem to care.
I was gonna say, please tell me you went in the wrong direction.
It's that way.
That way.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I keep a hand on Ceres and just no, this way,
Right,
this way,
yeah.
this way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mind the child.
All
Fall
right.
into retinue.
After some
Charlie's a fully grown lizard at this point. Pick up your feet, Ceres. Don't shuffle. It's embarrassing for the rest of us. Come on, claws up.
That's it.
So, you make your way through the capital of Corian. After passing people, some people take notice of you. Every now and then, you do see some people take a look at you and give you a salute for the Legion, because they recognize your Legion pins. And remember, all of you do have the mark of being in the Coryani Legion on one arm, and on the other arm, you have the mark of your Legion. As you make your way to the Ripened Vine Tavern, people pretty much leave you alone. Adita, you keep a sharp eye out in case anyone tries anything funny or to pick your pockets, but you do notice that people are kind of giving your group a wide berth. You are moving with purpose, and nobody seems to want to get in your way. Although there are a couple of stolen glances for your friend Theodora, and a few to your friend Nico.
If they're stealing glances, that's their problem. I don't know any other way to move.
Theodora would notice the glances every once in a while and just kind of give a wink or a smile as she walked.
I'm more concerned about making sure Ceres stays on the path with us.
I mean, fair.
If we're walking, Ceres is very good. Ceres follows.
So what I'm hearing is that you're keeping a careful hand on your snake?
Yep.
I asked for this. Okay.
You did.
Yes, you did. You know what happens with us.
So, after some time, you do arrive at the Ripened Vine Tavern. Your wait has left you with ample time to listen to gossip. Besides the usual scandals and betting on today's gladiatorial games, there seems to be a lot of talk about a law being considered by the Senate calling for the interdiction of any ship's Coryani water suspected of piracy or smuggling. Before you can enter this discussion, a gentleman arrives at your table, dressed in finely tailored toga and affecting but a single jeweled brooch upon his cloak. He sits quietly at your table and smiles a greeting. Ah, I thank you for your quick response to my request and assure you that you will be well compensated in assisting my master in this small matter. I am looking for those who can be discreet and honest in their dealings. I serve a senator who wishes to remain anonymous at this time, but suffice it to say that he has received information that a fellow senator is in distress. Do I have your attention?
Not until you buy drinks and lamb.
Yes,
For once, the lizard's right.
It
absolutely.
is impolite to discuss business on an empty stomach.
Very true, my good sir. Waiter, I believe a couple of ales for my new guests, as well as some good food. Don't worry, you can put it on my tab.
We'll have the lamb.
Would you like a nice MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato? The mutton is very nice and lean here.
Oh, is it perky?
Absolutely.
Lean.
I was really kind of hoping we weren't going to be offering any MLTs to the lizard. But I guess if we'll be outside, you can give him carbs.
Well, the food shall arrive shortly. Shall we go on and talk about business?
I don't see why not.
And Ceres blacks out about the conversation and pays attention to the rest of the bar.
You're Yeah, Theodora would have been looking around the bar to see like what kind of crowd was here, like how much attention was being drawn to them with this guy coming over.
No one seems to be looking in your direction. Everyone's kind of seeing to themselves. It's like people are doing their own thing.
Right, fair.
No. Now, it appears that this senator's eldest son, a mere child of 14 summers, has been targeted by the harvesters of Yamandragore. Normally, this would not be a cause for concern, as the boy could be well protected by his family here in Coryani, but he is outside the borders of the Empire. As part of his education, the boy and his teacher, along with a small entourage, are touring the Empire and its various provinces. At this time, the boy is in the rogue province of Milandir, learning of his family's heritage. The boy is Cassius Val Tenson, Senator Tenson Balin's child. Now, before he continues, for the Vals in the group, which is everyone but Ceres, you notice that the first name is Tenson and the last name is Balin. So that goes to show you that his actual name was probably just originally Balin, but he probably got the Tenson name from marrying into the family. So that tells you he's a human.
Okay.
So that's kind of how names work in this world.
You said harvesters.
Yes.
How do you know?
Well, I will get into that. The senator has already dispatched a sentry of the Legion of the Reluctant Warrior to go into Milandir and return the boy before the harvesters abduct him. But 100 men move slowly and may not reach him in time. My master would like to hire you to rescue the boy and bring him back safely to Coryani. I hope you will find 100 Imperials adequate for your troubles. That's 100 gold pieces, by the way.
Okay.
Now,
If you've got proof that there's harvesters after there, yeah, I'm your girl.
Yes, my master is a man in a position, and he hears a great many things. One not could dispatch an entire century of men and keep it absolutely quiet. When people talk, there are always ears to listen. And the reason why Senator Tenson Balin's child was targeted, he has the gift. And you all realize that when someone has the quote unquote gift, they have arcane potential.
Truck with harvesters. Nah. 100 Imperials is more than enough for me to put a gladius through their throats.
It warms my heart to hear such patriotic duty coming from one such as yourself. I thank you, and my master would very, very well like to thank you as well.
It's not business, it's pleasure, man.
I see. What of the rest of you?
I don't see an issue with it.
So let's go with Adita. Adita goes, so let's go.
I
Big
think
boy
that's kind of,
stressed.
I think that's kind of the similar mentality for all of us. Or one of us goes, we all go.
No arguments here.
Very well. The
Nico,
senator...
Theodora, you know what you're getting into with this?
Yeah, I don't see an issue with it.
Fair enough. I'm not gonna go dragging you through all of this nonsense if you don't know. Harvesters aren't pretty.
No, they rarely ever are.
The senator has arranged a writ for you that will allow you access to the gates of Anshar. If you accept this task, I will arrange for a priest or priestess of Anshar to escort you to the chapel of Anshar in the Temple of the Pantheon and send you to Milindir. Once there, merely find another gate and show the local clergy there the writ. It will be honored and you will be sent back to Coryani, where you will also receive your payment. Please note, if you successfully complete this mission, you will be paid in full. However, if you do not achieve your goal in this, my senator will also appreciate the effort and award you 50 Imperials.
You're saying he'll pay us if the boy is dead?
Hopefully, that will not be the case. Hopefully, you can use your skills to bring him back alive.
Well, the only option is that I bring him back or he dies. Because I'm not letting the harvesters take him. No one goes back to Imandragore if I can help it.
And he nods his head and as he listens to the weight of your words. Well, very well. Please wait here, and a priest or priestess of Anshar will be with you soon. Please, enjoy your meal on me. He takes his bow, gets up, and leaves.
I grab Ceres by the tail before he can follow him and take a bite out of the man's toga.
But it tastes good.
Eat the lamb, Ceres.
Lamb's not here. Okay, sit.
Food, not people. We've been through this.
But how many times?
Probably once a bar.
Yeah, just about once a bar.
I mean, how many times a day do we sit for a meal?
About once a bar.
Probably
That
once a
many.
bar.
Ceres, no. Yeah, I see where you're looking. Sit down, eat your mutton.
You see someone come by with a tray. All right, I got some ales and I got some mutton. Oh, and he puts it down the tray and he starts handing things around.
The gluten-free MLT is for the lizard.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Wheat does not agree with him, and the rest of us don't want to deal with it.
All right, food and drinks have been passed. The time is yours.
Celeste will enjoy it immensely, and also to say that it'll be very sad if the young man dies.
It'll be sadder if he goes back to Imandragore. You haven't
Sadly.
seen the things that harvesters do. You definitely haven't seen what the Sorcerer King does when he enslaves an Arcanist.
Yeah, he's just gonna look over at Adita and think in his head, "I've seen what Adita does," and that's it. Have his MLT and his AL.
I wish I could read lizard expressions.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think here's the thing. I think we've grown up enough to figure out some of his expressions.
He might have grown up enough. So Theodora, do you know anything about this Tensin character, Senator Ballin?
Do I?
Let me see. Let me take a quick peek at something. Oh, nope.
Like, ooh, that's not what I. Okay, that is what I want. Do you want me to roll history?
Let's see. Give me.
Give it to him.
Yeah, you know
Tell
what?
me first.
For this one, I will take a history check.
Okay. Hey, 16.
16. All right. Tensin Balin, formerly known as Aurelius Balin, was a member of the Legion in his youth, retired, and then became an adventurer. They say he accomplished certain deeds and gained renown, so much so that it won the eye of a Val Tensin woman and a pretty well-off family, and they decided to welcome him into his home. As part of the family, he grew in reputation even more and eventually ran for Senate and received the seat. He is known as a brave and honorable man.
Okay. So nothing like shady or questionable.
From this
That kind
particular
of-
senator? No.
Oh, that in itself is shady. But I relay this information to the group.
And since he married into this particular Valtensin family, his uncle is the general known as Menesis Valtensin, someone you all served with in your
Ah,
campaign to Millendir many years ago.
Okay, so familiarity there.
Correct. At one point, Millendir was part of the Coryani Empire, but they seceded way back when during what's called the war with Katani. For some reason, Menesis marshaled the legions and decided to march into Millendir to try to take it back. And just as when it seemed like he was about to conquer the place, all fighting stopped because apparently the Emperor and the King of Millendir came to a peace accord. So all military campaigns ceased in Millendir, and you guys were told to leave because to hold the treaty. So you did.
Fair enough.
All right. Anything else you have for me?
No, I think that's quite a bit, but that's good. The fact that he doesn't have any dirt is suspicious in itself. But, because, rumors and stuff like that normally follow people, especially in the higher powers, but...
All
Nico,
right.
Theodora, can you find out how well known this boy's talents might be? That could work either for or against us, depending on how well folks know he's got the gift.
If I find the right temple, I might be able to ask a few questions.
Not like that, Nico. I know what you mean when you say temple.
All right. A legitimate place of worship.
Technically, we're going to one, so...
Weirdly, I don't think I feel better about that.
I still got a couple inns with a few people, so might be worth at least asking around.
I'm worried about Nico having an inn with people at a place of worship because all of this sounds like a really complicated euphemism.
All right. So, Nico, you are going to go about and use some contacts to try to find more information on this child's abilities.
Yep.
All right.
And I will actually be. I'm gonna link the thing in the chat.
Oh, wow.
The Shelter of the Faithful background feature.
Oh, nice.
As an initiate of the gods, you command the respect of those who share your faith, and you perform the religious ceremonies of your deity. You can receive free healing and care at a temple, shrine, or other established presence of your faith. You must provide material components, blah, 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 blah. Gotcha. All right. That's awesome. So do me a favor. Give me a... Since you're asking for something, give me persuasion with advantage.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
23.
With your 23, you do find out from your various contacts, people tell you that the child is still an amateur. And by the way, these are people who too dwell in the shadows and who know things.
Followers
And-
of Kadic tend to hear things.
Yes, they do. And he tells you that what is also interesting is the boy has actually a really talented tutor that his parents hired to watch over him and to teach him the ways of magic. The name of the individual is Theron. Thereon.
Theron. Well, that's kind of interesting that this tutor and then the boy went missing.
Well, he is with the boy. The boy hasn't gone missing yet. But they suspect that the boy might wind up being abducted by harvesters.
Excuse me, I see cat. This is very vital information
I
here.
mean, Cat was in the frame earlier.
Give cat. Yes, good. Good cat. Good. Yes.
What was the
Yes,
last name
good
of the
cat.
tutor?
All right. Do you have
Theron?
any?
Yeah, what was the Theron's like full name?
That is the name that
Okay,
Nico
she
was
just
able
got-
to get.
Got it. Okay. I just wasn't sure if we got like a first and a last name.
All right. Anything else any of you would like to do?
Theodore would just like to simply kind of would like to hear the gossip about this Tenson guy.
Okay. From the information you can gather, roll will not be required for this.
Okay.
You do know that he is very well liked amongst, not with a good portion of other senators and the plebeians. So plebeians and patricians both do like him. But there are, even though he is well liked, there are still plenty that don't like the fact that, you know, he's a human.
Right.
He's not blessed by the divine. Yet he is starting to rise up in the ranks, and there are many people that say they need to keep an eye on him just in case.
Okay. So just your expected suspicion about him being human and everything. Okay.
All right. Would Adita or Ceres like anything to do? Like to do anything else?
No, so let's wait. We go somewhere, then I act.
Good plan, Ceres.
If Ceres starts to get antsy, Theodora will kind of distract him with like a little bit of divine shows, like just guidance. just kind of keep his attention if he starts to like trail after people. He's like, he starts sniffing at people. It's like, hey, look, Ceres, look, and lights.
Ceres, good lizard. No, I think Adita can't wait to get out of here and get her stabbing bits into a couple of harvesters. So if the rest of you are done wasting time, let's go kill some servants of the Sorcerer King.
I don't see an issue with this.
Good.
Murder.
All right. You
It's
all
not murder if we're getting paid for it, Ceres. I've explained
Oh.
this to you before.
Oh, hey.
We're also
It's
technically
work.
We're also
Work.
we're also technically
Work.
we're also technically protecting someone. It's not just murder.
You're right. This is technically patriotic duty, Ceres.
Yep,
Remember
have-
we talked about patriotism? Right, so you salute.
Yeah, pale market duty. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Pale market.
Oh God, the lizard. I'm doomed.
okay. So you all converge back in the tavern, and I'm sure you exchange the various bits of information that you gathered with one another. Okay. You've arrived at the tavern at the appointed hour and watch for your contact from the Temple of Anshar. The thrill of passing through a gate of Anshar, those miraculous artifacts spread throughout Arcanis are capable of instantly transporting hundreds, if not thousands of league instantly is obvious. Only those of the aesthetic clergy of Anshar, patron goddess of travelers, outcasts, and martyrs, or those vow of her bloodline, can activate a gate. After a few minutes, a haggard-looking man wearing a plain robe approaches your table, and he takes a bow. The Lord Decimus asked me to take you to our chapel. Are you prepared for the journey?
Yes, they have lamb there.
What?
Yes, we're ready. We have everything we need.
Very well. He holds his holy symbol up to show that he is a priest of Anshar, and bows. Please
People get
follow.
really excited and like lean forward and then see it's a symbol and be like,
Theodora would have held her hand out a little bit. It's like, no.
You see
As we
that
leave, I'm taking someone's sandwich.
the suffering goddess holy symbol is a thorny vine wrapped in a loop.
A leak?
That's
A loop.
Oh, a loop. I heard leak. I don't know why. I was like, how are you wrapping? What? I got very confused very quickly.
all
Much
right.
like your character.
Yes.
Starts walking, and you all follow. After being led through the back streets of Coryani for the last half hour, you make a left turn and arrive at a dead end. Your guide seems to have made a mistake, and you are about to scold him for his ineptness when figures emerge from shadows before and behind you. The man posing as an Ansharan priest turns to face you, his demeanor changing in an instant. This mission you agreed to take is a very dangerous one. We would all be very saddened if anything happened to you. So why don't you just forget about it? You are dealing with matters that are beyond your depth.
I smile with all of my teeth and I go, Ceres now can fill.
Okay.
Oh my god, I love Ceres.
So we are going to do a few things.
This also just touches on a nerve for Theodora's. How dare you, like, pretend to be someone of Holy Order?
All right.
Ooh.
We have now moved to a different screen. So let's do this.
Oh no!
that.
Oh, are you raging? Wait, you're.
What? No, sorry, I hit it by accident.
I was like, are you raging right now?
I mean,
it's
I'm going
expected.
to.
Yeah, no, it's expected.
All right.
Ooh.
So now let us do this.
I was gonna ask, like, right before combat starts, what are these guys? Are these guys like generic Dark Hood, or is there anything like specific about them?
Well, they look like your kind of standard thugs.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and move them over. Let's open that up.
Turn order.
Now, if you all would, please make sure you remember to select your character. What?
Oh, alright, sorry, that's in the background.
No problem. Please select your character and roll initiative.
Hey, that was actually pretty good. Let me look at what I can fucking do. Hold on.
Dang, we're all just rolling like beasts. What is this?
Well, we're using up our good rolls now.
Yeah, we're using up all our good
Yeah.
rolls
And then we're
now.
just not gonna hit anything.
That's right. It's roll 20, so wait for your saves. Those ones are coming.
All right. I have to roll these individually.
Stop it.
Ooh, 19.
Ooh, well, we're not the only ones using up our thing. Ooh, perfect.
Yup. Let's see, and for you. Doop. What is your initiative? Okay. All right, so his was not so good. Boom! Oh, holy crap! Okay, so first person up is Adita Valdelanov.
All right. Adita, who is going to slowly remember how to play 5e as we go.
Remember, you have 3 actions. You have movement, your action, which is like attacking, and bonus action.
Fantastic. Am I missing something critical here?
Potentially?
No, maybe. No. I was looking for something in the wrong place on my character sheet because I am that kind of responsible adult, such as you do. So, all right. Adita, being what she is going to, let's see. Oops, I should have picked a target there. Which would have been my buddy over here.
All right, which
baddie number 1.
Which one is it? Please highlight.
Yeah, you're assuming with a lot of skills
This-
here that I
this
remember
guy,
how to
this
do.
guy.
Dave, you can assign colors to the guys if you like right click and do the little
Yes.
footprint. It's easier if you just
There you
assign them
go.
colors.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. That is very helpful.
Anything
Yeah,
to make my players'
it was
lives
a-
easier.
It was a trick I learned when I was using Roll20 a while ago.
All right. So which color are you going?
Adita- I'm sorry, Martin's so right. So many systems, so many rules. I don't have a lot of RAM.
Adita, which one are you shooting at?
Usually it's all taken up.
Purple.
Purple.
Needed a shot.
All right. You rolled a
Yes.
12 and you hit.
Thank God, because these bullets need to go somewhere.
All right. You see Adita whip out a pistol and shoot the guy in the face. He screams and howls in pain at the sudden what? He was not ready for being shot in the face, apparently.
Don't go surprising people in back alleys. It's a bad idea. Also, I'd like to introduce my pet, Ceres. Ceres, get him.
Okay, do you want to take any bonus actions or movements?
Right, I can still do that, can't I? You know what? For funsies. Right, it would help if I grabbed my actual character. So since I shot purple, we're gonna take a move over here. And out of curiosity, can I still attack?
You do have a
With the
bonus
melee
action.
weapon?
You do have a bonus action and a second pistol that's loaded.
Mm-hmm. So let's take that. So let's take a point blank shot to green over here.
Now, are you doing it right in front of his face?
Yes.
You have to roll again because you're at disadvantage when shooting someone in
Oh.
the face.
Gotcha. Okay, I will take that.
Okay, so rolling with disadvantage actually hits. Let me see. However, you don't, with this one, you only do 3 points of damage because you don't have the specialization to add your dex modifier on your bonus action shot.
Yet.
All right, Adita, you are done. Ceres.
Dita pointed at someone and said for me to be introduced, so I'm going to introduce myself to Purple.
Okay.
I'm going to gently caress Purple.
Please. Oh. You walk up to... Okay. Ceres, how do you want to kill him?
So
With his
Ceres will
Ceresness.
literally just lunge forward, swipe with the right hand, swipe with the left, grab him as I'm lifting him up, and then tear his throat out. And then turn to the guy who led us here and look right at him
Nice.
as I swallow the chunk of meat.
Oh, Ceres.
And the poor guy falls down dead. Not even gurgling. There's nothing left to gurgle.
Right.
Ceres, is there anything you'd like to do? You only moved 5 feet.
Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. And as I'm like throwing his limp body away, rush towards Red.
Okay.
Bonus
wanna
action
make-
rage? I gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and other things. My issue is it doesn't tell me how much resistance I gain to bludgeoning,
It's
piercing, and slashing.
It's half damage.
Is it in the system? Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. You basically
So
take
there you
half damage if you're resistant.
So I
All
take half
right.
damage.
My thugs will go. These guys are not that bright, but he screams. He has his scimitar out, and wait, I'm sorry, not scimitar. He has his gladius out, because this is Coryani, and he will attempt to skewer you for killing his friend.
Oh dear. It was probably wiser to run.
Will a 17 hit?
17 will hit because I have yet to ask and add a buckler.
You could have taken my shield.
No, I wanted to talk to Dave about actually having like just something on here so I could still swipe with both.
Let's
hands.
see. So it's 5 points of damage. Take 3.
Take off 3. Okay, so 2.
Right. You only take 2 points of damage.
Gotcha.
All right. And the other guy is just going to be like, he killed Quintus! And he's going to attempt to avenge his friend.
Oh, they're all going. Okay.
Well, 22, I assume, will hit.
22 will hit.
Take 2 points of damage.
I will take those 2.
Okay. And the last guy has a crazy lady with a pistol in his face, so he's going to attempt to strike at her. Will a 19 hit you?
Probably. Yes.
Take 7 points of damage.
I don't like that.
I mean, that's fair.
All
Since fair
right.
doesn't mean I have to like it.
And this guy is going to
Okay.
move here. He will not provoke because he's not leaving the threatened area. Nico, you are up.
All right. Let me see here. So if I fire, so I know firing at somebody in melee with the flintlock will be disadvantaged. But if I fire at somebody else, would it still be disadvantaged?
No.
Okay, cool.
I think that's only if you're in melee with the person. If
Right.
someone's in melee with an ally, I believe you have advantage.
No, that's only for
No?
rogues.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna move here. As I'm kind of running up to this guy, just gonna shank him with the gladius. Turn. So shanking blue with the gladius. Bonus action. Firing at green.
Okay. Go for it. Shank away. Ooh. You drive your sword into the side of him. He howls in pain and agony as you just sap a good chunk of his life away. Now, bonus action, firing with the pistol. Please roll. All right. Let me
So
just...
minus the 4 for Dex. That's an 8.
All right. So, Nico, how you want to kill this guy?
How dare these bastards get the jump on us like this? That's just 1, dishonorable, 2, just rude. This guy's trying to hit our damn lizard, and you know what? No, screw this green bastard. Right between the eyes.
Ooh. So,
Nice.
Edita, as this guy and you are squaring off, as he gouges a good chunk into you, you all of a sudden see his boom, his head goes back, a hole in his forehead, blood just gushing out, and he looks at you and just and he has the look of, what happened? And he falls down dead. Okay. Theodora, you're up.
Theodora's mad. Theodora's. Oh, let me actually click off the ruler. Gonna move over here. Around my good friend Nikos is going to pull her pistol and shoot the guy pretending to be a follower, because how dare he?
Everyone has a gun.
Yes, we all have guns. 15?
15 for this guy is... Oh, yeah, that hits.
Is that the 9 my pierce damage? Yeah, 9's piercing damage.
And he will take the full piercing damage.
And she is pissed.
Are we doing phrasing?
She is pissed. She's going to move a step forward, is going to pull her whip, and using her Dance of Steel ability is going to lash out at him.
For the bonus action.
The
Okay.
whip has
Oh.
Fuck. She is pissed. I don't know. I don't think that's a crit. No.
Are you allowed to use since it's your bonus action, are you allowed to add your modifier to the damage?
Don't know.
Let's see. Give me 1 second. And the whip is a finessable weapon, correct? And
Right,
light?
correct. Yes.
Is this your racial ability or class ability?
Racial ability. It's this thing. Nope, that's not it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's just my armor. This is the ability.
You attack with the axe.
Oh, I mean, we're fine here. Everything's fine. How are you?
You know what? Because it's a limited amount of day special ability, I'll allow it.
Hey. So yeah, she just shoots some steps forward and just cracks her whip across his chest.
As you do that, you see him. He grabs your whip. Is it a regular whip or a steel whip?
It's a regular whip.
All right. You wrap your whip around his neck, push him down, and you start pulling while you're pushing with your foot. And he's like, and you see his eyes roll back and his body go limp.
Oh, there was that. That was that.
And he is exactly at 0.
Hey! Yeah, don't piss someone off by posing as a god. Not a god, but a follower.
Okay. It's my schmuck's turn. I guess he gets a death save, right?
Aw,
Yeah.
you get a
Better
schmuckle.
If he gets
Oh, hey! He made a save. Good for him.
Roll 20.
He has one more round to be relevant.
Oh, come on.
Questions, just saying.
Yeah, how does how do you taste? Do you enjoy the way you taste? I do.
Adita, you're up.
So I am. So Adita. All right, yes, we can do. That'll work. So Adita is going to move up to our false priest over here. And for funsies, because she can, is actually going to take a swipe at him with her claws.
Okay.
So
So,
Adita reaches out and her nails are long, hardened talons. So she takes a swipe with one hand at him.
and he is dead. He has ceased to be. He is no more. He was unconscious before. He was unconscious before. Now he's just dead.
On to see the Quieter Eternal.
Did he roll a 1?
Good.
No, she murdered him.
Well, no, if yeah.
No, Chief. Yeah. Auto.
Yeah.
She
It's
just killed the crap out of him.
Hell.
automatically failed 2 death saves. He's
Yeah.
he's gone.
Dead is dead.
All right. So you moved. You attack. Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. My blue buddy over here. Boom.
You can't shoot it yet. You have to reload it first.
That's right. I forgot this system. You have to take a round for a reload, don't you? I'll reload.
Did she have a second gun?
She fired both.
I do. I fired both my
Oh,
guns.
got it,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I fired it purple, fired it green, and now I need to reload. So wait, I don't think phrasing counts when it's gesticulation. Anyway,
It's Ceres's turn.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to introduce Blue.
make friends, Ceres.
How'd that do?
Well, you killed him.
Okay. And then I'm going to introduce Red.
Ooh. Auto
Nice.
miss.
Oh,
So-
Not killing.
yeah, no.
Who's
Blue
too
f-
busy with Blue.
Yeah.
Blue falls to Ceres's claws, and now you turn your attention to Red. In your blood-fueled rage, you just do a wild swipe, and the guy just kind of goes, ugh. And he's looking around, and he's gonna be weighing his options. All right, it's his turn. He has weighed his options. He's gonna try to run away. Run away!
What?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So
Ceres,
Dave, what you're saying?
you do
Okay,
get an
got it.
attack of opportunity.
Finish the job.
Ah, he probably has 10 health.
Nope, he has
Oh,
9.
yeah.
As he's running away, You catch him in the back, and your claws rend his spine, and he falls down to the ground dead.
Oh, perfect. As he falls down dead, I follow him to the ground and start eating.
No, Suresh, bad.
Ceres, you just ate mutton. Ceres, come on.
Not
gonna-
in the city.
I'll fall out of rage and be like, and then swallow and be like, okay.
Suresh.
Ah.
Suresh, when we're actually inside city walls, you need to be more careful about this.
Oh, yeah. No,
It's hard
no.
enough for us to walk around without putting a muzzle on you in the
Yeah.
first place.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't want
no.
us to have to get the naughty mask, right?
No.
Right. Good boy, Suresh. No eating humans.
Oh, no.
No. Good. Eat humans, bat. Kill. Okay.
Yeah,
Because remember, if we're getting paid to kill them, that's work. That's work. We're doing a job, Suresh. Yes.
And as they're talking, Ceres is like getting lower and lower to the ground.
No, it's Suresh. Bad.
Theodora's gonna whap him on the top of his head and say no.
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 I'll go through his pockets then.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Theodora's gonna do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload my flintlock first and just kind of keep a lookout and just anyone else?
You want me to roll investigation?
Yes, please.
No,
I
God,
can't remember. In this system, can you
Okay, that's
assist?
not bad. Yes. You can.
You can assist, and it grants someone a advantage.
Please give Ceres advantage.
Yeah,
He's at
I'm-
a negative
I'm
one.
gonna-
I
give
mean,
Suresh
or
advantage,
I
but
could
mostly
just investigate independently.
That's fair.
Let's say.
Okay.
Ceres advantage, but I'm just making sure he's not eating the body again.
I get advantage. Hold on. Let me roll this.
How, Suresh? You've spent how many years with us?
Yeah.
How old is Ceres?
Like 4?
No, I think Ceres is like. How long did we spend on campaign? 10 years, I think Dave said.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Ceres is probably like 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So in lizard terms, that's like
30-ish.
Got it.
got it.
Well, here's the thing. For the audience at home, Ceresans were kind of bred for war, so they grow really quickly.
Yeah, so like they reach adulthood incredibly quickly, and then they stay there for like 67-ish years, and then it's a huge drop off after that because basically it's like you spend your entire life at war doing things on campaign with the Ceresan, and then you almost immediately die when you exhaust your usefulness.
Yeah, but do you know how
Yeah.
hard they are to potty train?
Oh.
No.
Okay, so with the investigation from Adita, you do find some odds and ends. These guys each have some beat up, rusted gladii, like makeshift armor that probably wouldn't sell well. From the fake Ansharan, who didn't get to use any of his magic spells. Damn. You do find the wooden holy symbol of Anshar. He had 12 Imperials. Make sure you guys are writing this down. He had a crossbow, dagger, and you also find a bronze pin of a hawk.
What was the first thing before the 12 Imperials?
Before you told us to write it down.
Oh,
A wooden holy symbol, a dagger, and a crossbow, I think.
yeah. And a few bolts.
So now I'm done reloading my flintlocks.
Yeah, reloading's always important.
Do I recognize this hawk symbol?
It depends. Did you decide to go that route?
Ceres knows it. It's a hawk.
Very good, Celeste.
Adita, give me an arcane. Yeah, give me an arcane roll, please. It's under
absolutely.
skills. Okay.
Using all them high rolls on the skill checks. You know, when we get into combat, I'ma be the first on my face.
So, yes, you know what the pin is. You know what the pin represents. In the Sanctorium of the Arcane, which shelters people with the gifts of the arcane potential, there lives two factions, the Hawk and the Shield. The Shield do their best to try to hide the magic casters and prevent Mandragorans from finding them. Whereas the members of the Hawk take the fight to the Mandragorans. They're the ones who fight with lethal vengeance. Their hatred for Mandragore knows no bounds. They want to kill all the Mandragorites, especially harvesters. So that's what this pin represents.
The hell they're picking a fight with us then?
This was wrong.
So, you do have an idea of how to get back to the tavern where you originally started, because you do know that there is an Ansharan priest that's going to want to meet with you.
But why would one of the Hawks try to attack us, knowing that we're trying to stop the harvesters from taking this boy? Something doesn't make sense here.
Yeah, that was my thought. It's like, why would they attack us if they're trying to keep?
No, Ceres.
All
I
right.
got distracted by the miming. I'm not gonna lie.
What would you all... All right. What would you all like to do?
Tell people why.
Oh, first thing I'm gonna do is just toss all the bodies into a corner. Just kind of pile them on top of each other. Make it look like, yeah, guys just passed out, whatever.
Make it look like dinner.
No, not dinner, Ceres. Not dinner.
No. We talked about this.
Yes, we've talked about that part.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense for what I know of the Hawks. There's no reason that they should have been attacking us.
Politics.
You know, Ceres, for once, your nonsense is right.
Now
Is
that-
Ceres gets treated to lamb and ale because I was right.
Yes, you were a good lizard. And I will treat you to lamb and ale as long as you don't eat any humans.
We get treated on that guy's penny. Let's go.
I mean,
I-
he's not wrong.
As we're leaving, I'll pat his head after he sticks him in the corner. I'll pat his head. Thank you for lamb.
I love Ceres.
Ceres the best.
All right. So I take it you head back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yep, because we got more questions now.
Yeah. Theodora would ask Adita about this whole hawk thing, because she's not familiar with it. She's familiar with vaguely familiar with factions, but not the specifics.
All right. Remember when we were on campaign and I told you I didn't want to talk about life before the Legion?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a hawk, Theodora. But I knew about them. They came after us from time to time. They hunt harvesters. And that was me. I know how these harvesters work. I know what they're after with this boy. And I know the Hawks. I don't understand why they're coming for legionnaires. We're on the same side now. It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, part of me's wondering if we're being set up for a fall.
No, I'm very good balance. I don't fall.
Hmm. Or if someone's trying to use us to get this guy's reputation, tension.
I'm not
Tension.
here for the politics. If there's harvesters going after a kid, we're stopping them however we do. All that matters to me is that the boy doesn't end up going to a mandragore. And I don't care how we do it. If he gets on one of the ships, that's it. It's over.
Yes.
So yes,
Yes.
get us another ale.
Yes.
All right.
No biting.
No.
Theodora will go with him to make sure there's no biting.
Yes. The rest will go over to the bartender and lay down monies that he was given for ales and lambs, extra lambs.
All right.
Preferably whole.
But before all that, hurrying back to the tavern to meet the real Ansharan, you arrive just as a plainly dressed woman wearing the holy symbol of Anshar around her hand is leaving. The thorns bite deep into her hand, drawing small rivets of blood. She sees your group and approaches you. You are injured. May I extend the blessings of our suffering goddess to relieve your pain. Anshar takes the hurt of the world as her own, so that the gods' children not suffer needlessly. She smiles, awaiting your answer.
After the lamb.
I'm sorry?
He's a bit of a bottomless pit. We have to keep feeding him every now and then.
The blessing would be appreciated, though.
Yes, inside with lamb.
All right, so who was injured?
I think it was just Ceres. Oh no, you were injured
No.
too. Okay.
Yeah, just took like 7 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah,
obscene
Adita
amounts.
took a big hit.
Okay.
Yeah. That guy literally did a EI though and just wow right up the front.
All
I'm a
right.
bad cleric. I'm forgetting who's hurt.
This one is for Ceres. You get 11 points back.
I didn't need it, but I'll take it.
For, well, you took some damage though, right?
Yes, I did.
And for Adita, same thing.
Woo!
Nice.
I was really worried that he was going to roll a 2.
I was too. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, oh no, the high roll was used on the wrong person.
Right? I mean, to be fair, well, no, it's 5E PF2. If it was PF2, we would all be dead.
All right. So let me pull this back up.
I don't play Mathfinder anymore.
I'm so glad you are all okay. Please, what happened?
they didn't have lamb. And I gesture again into the bar.
I'm afraid there's no more time. We have to go.
Theodora, explaining is your forte.
Yeah, Theodora would as she kind of motions for everyone to kind of follow along to our location, patting Ceres on the head and giving him some rations. It's not
Ow.
lamb, but it's food. She will explain to the lovely lady that there seemed to have been a deceptive faction looking to impede our adventures.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I am glad you are all okay. Unfortunately, I don't know much about what's going on. I was just told that the Temple of Anshar would be given a nice and generous donation, but I was to lead a couple of people to the temple and through a portal.
No, well, your assistance is greatly appreciated.
And she bows her head. I believe there's not much time. We should probably go.
Yes. She would agree, and off they go.
Okay.
That's what the rations for Ceres are for, to kind of sate his need for food.
I swear, Ceres is a bottomless pit.
Well, if we keep his big toothy maw filled with snacks, then it's less likely that he's going to fill it with people's limbs.
Not wrong.
This time,
Class pet, man.
This time, you managed to reach the Temple of the Pantheon without incident. This huge structure is the main temple of the Mother Church of Coryani. The southern wing of the temple also acts as the residence of the Patriarch of the Mother Church, as well as for hundreds other clergymen, scholars, and scribes. At this time of night, the usual throng of faithful wishing to celebrate their faith or ask a boon of the holy men here are absent. Only the solitary priest or priestess footsteps echo eerily throughout its marbled halls. Following the Ansharan priestess, you quickly move your way to the smallest chapel within the temple, dedicated to the suffering goddess. The room's accoutrements pale beside the majesty of the centerpiece. Inside the chapel, 20 members of the Legion of Grim Lamentation, somber legionnaires dedicated to protecting the known portals. Let's see. Boom. Yes, here we go. Dedicated to protecting the known portals of Anshar, stand attentively. The gates are a great boon, allowing passage throughout the continent, but every door swings both ways, and the Legion is here to make sure no surprise visitors get beyond this room. With a nod at the priestess, they let you pass. Towering before you, the Gate of Anshar is an archway with a marble facade. Inscribed upon it are benedictions and supplications to Anshar and Altherian, the ancient tongue of man. The priestess hands you a small document and smiles reassuringly. That is a writ from the Mother Church. Show that to any Ansharan, and they will activate a portal for you and your party back to Coryani. Do not be concerned. The passage is painless and instantaneous. May Anshar bless you on your journey.
Theodora will accept the writ and thank her for her guidance.
And she bows to
Activated
you.
already?
What was that?
Is the portal already activated?
Oh no, do not cannonball into the portal,
No, I'm gonna
Ceres.
cannonball into the portal. I wonder, is it activated?
She has to be the one to activate it. She's just waiting for all of you to give her the go-ahead.
I mean, what are we waiting for?
We're already
We're
late.
gonna go, we're gonna go.
You stand before the monolithic artifact and
Just gonna
await the
grab
priestess
back of Ceres' shirt.
and await the priestess signal to step through. The Ansharan begins to murmur a prayer, passing her hands over the carved inscriptions. With each pass of her hands, the inscriptions glow brighter as her prayers grow louder. Finally, a glowing point in the center of the archway explodes into a wall of blue light that fills a once empty space. A sound familiar to the gale force winds forces the priestess to yell for you to hear her. Now leap through! You will be in Millendir within moments!
I'm gonna take my nail and just like draw my nail in the portal. Be like, ah,
Just gonna bodily
Yeah,
shove the
yeah.
lizard through.
Stargate.
Nico?
I'm jumping in right after him to make sure he doesn't bite anybody when he gets through.
I mean, that's fair.
Edita?
Oh yeah, no, come on, let's go.
And Theodora?
Yep, gonna follow. Gonna wave to the lady and then go through the portal.
As you break the plane of the archway, you feel yourself infused with a tingling, slightly euphoric feeling as you travel instantly across a span of hundreds of miles to the nation of Millendeer.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what this euphoria thing is, but I don't like it.
The deafening roar is cut short as quickly as it began. In the blink of an eye, you stand on a stone floor, cracked and overgrown with grass and moss. Behind you, the portal's light fades and is no more. A hard drizzle hits your face as you look about. You appear to be outside in the middle of a clearing. The portal stands exposed to the elements, the building that once protected it having been destroyed long ago. A hooded man approaches you, wrapped in moth-eaten rags and a worn cloak. He bows.
Oh no, not this again.
My name is Lennox, and I am the one who tends to this portal. Welcome.
A very bad job. It looks terrible.
As you can see, you see that his clothing can probably be barely classified as clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You see that he is definitely a person who takes the much more simple aspects of Anshar to heart.
So what you're saying is that he's committed to his own suffering.
Yes.
Fair.
You know, there's places of worship that Nico goes to that I think you would fit right in.
Sometimes Theodora works there.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Sorry.
What? Nico usually tips well.
At least the tip.
Oh, god damn it, guys.
We haven't even gotten into phrasing per second.
No, I know.
Okay. He gestures. The cold rain comes down harder as you make your way down the trail to Leshek. This is the town that you are now in. It is but a short distance and you arrive in less than an hour. As you reach the edge of a small town, screams of pain can be heard over the sound of a rainstorm. Before you can find someone to ask what is occurring, a flash of light appears just a ways ahead. Give me a perception check, everyone.
Am I gonna figure out where I put perception on my character sheet? Maybe.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Roll 20.
It's raining.
Oh god. Yeah, these are all the fucking dumb rolls. Sorry, my camera decided to be dumb.
Oh no, Theodora's frozen in place.
Oh
It
no.
was the bright flash.
Right, I'm gonna have to just like roll this manually because apparently it's not rolling. So
Okay, there we go. I did it dumb and closed it out when I was like clicking something else.
Back in 1 minute.
All
No.
right.
Yes. Maybe.
Wait, how are you? Wait, how do you mean you can't find perception? It's
Yeah, it's under nature.
Yeah, that I've been trying to roll it and it's just
are
not
you-
rolling.
huh.
So
That's
I'm just
weird.
gonna have to roll it manually.
I don't freaking. I am proficient in wisdom, and apparently no, I'm proficient in perception.
There we go.
Hey, someone rolled above a 10.
Yay!
All right, let's
roll
see.
20 justice.
With a DC of 10 or above, you hear the screamings are coming from the direction of the flash of light. The screams are coming from what appear to be male voices, and they are the screams are of pain and rage, rather than the hysterical, fearful cries.
I was really worried that he was going to tell us, yes, it's screams of pain and pleasure. And I'm like, we are not here for the Larison Festival.
All right.
I mean,
So-
you guys aren't.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That you can ascertain with your knowledge of being a scout for the Legion, they are about 230 feet away.
I have this
It
oddly
sounds like-
specific sense of exactly where they are
Are
for
they?
reasons.
Are these fighting sounds?
Uh,
Screams of rage and anger and stuff like that, and pain.
Adita basically can say yes to that.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
sounds like conflict.
Well, let's go see what the conflict.
I'm gonna look back at the priest and say, "What is this?
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
What have you brought us to?"
And he like shrugs his shoulders. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
Do you not know this area?
I know this area, but I don't understand what's going beyond that way.
Well, sounds like a surprise for all of us then.
It seems like it's going on in the town.
Well, let's go figure out what's happening. 'Cause
All
it's
right.
it's probably gonna involve what we're here to do.
I'm not at all suspicious of anybody dressed as a priest of anybody this week.
You round the corner and witness a
Girl just
horrific.
looks down at herself.
You round a corner and witness a horrific scene of pure chaos in the center of the town. In what must pass for a marketplace here is a battle in progress. 4 Melindesian cantons, or militiamen, are fending off an infernal beast with their long halberds. Scattered about the creature are the bodies of 8 other cantons, their long swords, a testimony to the folly of close combat with the fiend. Their blood mixed with the rain blankets the street in red. The quadruped creature is ghastly in appearance, with long spiny quills erupting from its shoulder haunch and a vaguely human face. Howling and snapping at the obviously outclassed guardsmen before it, the beast prepares to leap.
Ugly.
This is a demon, right? Like it's obviously a fiend or a demon.
Well, I will show you on the map.
Well, it's obvious to them.
Obviously ugly.
Oh dear.
Ceres is really good at perception.
All
That's
right.
a thing.
All right.
So that's where you are. Everyone, it is that time to roll initiative.
Click your token.
That is a great reminder, Shura.
As someone who GM'd in Roll20, that was something I said very often.
Roll 20.
Hey,
I
look!
see that
Oh,
you have come for us all.
We wasted all of our good rolls. And this is why I took the racial feat to reroll ones.
Oh, roll 20. Why do you hate us?
Wow.
Yeah, no, we all. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay, we're not the only ones who really were terrible at initiative.
Okay, so you see the large creature before you. Ceres, what?
Really quickly, if once we see that, I want to look at Ceres, the big one, not the 4 people.
Good point.
Oh,
10-minute warning.
gotcha. All right. Does anyone want to make an arcane roll for me?
Not me.
I'll
Nope.
do it.
Anyway, I did that.
Hey! I love how Ceres got it.
Ceres with his -1.
Right.
All right.
Oh, God.
And Nico, okay.
Okay, Nico says, do we have someone who can explain?
What even?
Nico and Ceres, during your time in the Legion and looking at many picture books about what demons to avoid, you both went, oh, we remember this creature. It's called a howler.
This was how Nico taught Ceres how to read. We used this specific page of the Demon Handbook
Over
Yep.
and over.
over and over. That's how.
Yep.
That's how. And still, Ceres has no idea how to read.
But
but
Ceres knows demon.
The rest knows this demon.
All right, Ceres.
My community service hours trying to teach him to read.
Ceres, you are up first.
Then I think
You-
I can only run because it's 35 feet away.
Boop boop.
What is the range on this?
Right? It's the panic,
I mean,
and we hit it.
We can shoot it. That's fine. Okay.
And of course, Ceres charges in.
All right.
All right, I believe Ceres, you're done, right?
Because I had to double move to get there and bonus action rage.
Nico, you're up.
All right. Just seeing how. Where the hell's the damn ruler? There it is.
There. With that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move about 20 feet up and just pop one shot off at it.
Go for it. Roll the hit.
Mm-hmm.
25.
Nice.
25 will hit.
Nicely done.
So that'll be 7 piercing. Does it look like it did anything to it?
It looks like your bullet penetrated, but is not as much as it could have.
Resisting took that.
All right,
Like that.
and I'll just use my bonus action to reload it.
Theodora.
What is the ruler here? Ah, go away. Okay, so I don't have to move up that much. Boop, and I'm gonna frickin' hit this thing with Bane. Make a charisma saving throw.
Yes.
Ooh, charisma. Oh, charisma. Nice.
Yeah, because this thing's ugly.
Hey.
Makes sense. Okay, really, here, do this.
And it upset our lizard.
Did upset our lizard. There we go.
13. What's my DC?
Yee.
4.
My gut hit.
No,
14?
I'll save 11.
Oh, well.
Oh, wait, no, I have it set wrong.
Oh.
That's
Spell
Hey.
save was 13.
Oh!
Damn.
And it was
This was one of those
-2.
Huh? Oh,
Ah.
huh?
Jesus.
That was a roller coaster. I'm not
It
okay.
I had my thing set to wisdom, and I was like, wait, no, let me fix it. Nope, it's a 13.
All right. Well, who's up next?
Oh, Adita moved, cast.
Ah,
Anything
Alright,
else,
I'm
Adita?
not gonna get close enough to bonus action hit this thing.
Okay. So, Adita Valdelanov, you're up.
all right. So, Adita is going to move up. I can make words with my face area. And
Oop, that's
let's
not what I
target
wanted to
that.
do.
And Adita will target it with her flintlock.
Hit.
Thank God, because I can't roll much better than that.
All right. Your bullets seep into it. Not as much damage as it could do, but it gets through enough. You do see and notice, Ceres, as you're close with this creature, you see that it is also heavily wounded.
Okay.
Just letting you know. Anything else you would like to do, Adita?
Yeah, I'm gonna reload my flintlock.
Okay. Done. This creature's turn. So these 4 humans have been fighting the creature for a while. You do notice that there are bodies all over the place. I just forgot to add them. So, on its
Like, how
turn,
many bodies are we talking?
you see 8 bodies.
Okay, thank you.
And you see it turn to one of the guardsmen and just destroy him.
Oh dear.
Gone.
Those NPC levels don't help. I'll tell you that much.
Ceres, you're up.
All right. Let's go ahead and attack twice.
Hey, crit.
All right, so we'll have the 9. So that's, we'll just say that's 5 and adding 2. So you do 7 points total. Woo!
Damn.
Okay, slashing and then doing
Woo! So rescue him a bite.
Okay.
The creature is
Oh.
aware of you now, Ceres.
Oh, Saras, good boy.
Ceres, would you like to do anything else?
Piss at it?
Though I
Oh, you don't want a
have
bonus
to cut
action
out.
claw it?
Can I bonus action claw it? Let me bonus action claw it.
You just don't add your
Your modifier.
right.
No strength.
The damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, that'll be minus 4 to the
Oh,
Ooh.
I think you killed
damage.
it.
So that'll be.
Oh,
Oh
no,
no,
you
I got a
missed.
7. Yep.
You
Oh,
missed.
you so close, Doe. Come on, Nico.
So close.
Get it, Nico.
All right, am I up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you up, Nico? Let's do it so Ceres can do what he gotta do.
All right, yeah. Just flintlocks reloaded. Just gonna put it away. Rush up, pull out both gladius I have, and just try to drive right into its neck.
Go for it.
Ooh, first one's a 12.
Miss.
Second one's a 25.
Nice.
With the
him a
backswing of your
kill.
sword. Wait. Nico, are you
Gladius?
close to aren't you close to the thing?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
moved up to it.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
forgot to use
wow.
my token. That's all.
There we go.
Yeah. Because his first action was to move up and then attack one,
That's it.
attack two.
As Ceres goes in and critically wounds the creature, you rush in, seeing the perfect opportunity to strike. You find a previous wound that may have been made by a halberd, and you sink your gladius deeper into the creature. It's mad,
Mad.
but it is also swaying. Theodora, you're up.
Gonna move up and take a shot.
Go for it.
Where's my sheet? Why did I close my sheet?
She back.
It's like, well, my bane failed. Trusty shot, trusty gun work. Hey!
Theodora, tell me, how do you kill this creature?
As the creature is running back to hurt her ally, she's gonna shoot it right in the neck.
Sorry, I messed up the cameras.
So Theodora casts Bullet.
Yeah, I cast a bullet, basically.
And it's super effective. You see the creature gargles, and it falls down to the ground. 3 of the guardsmen are standing there, huffing and puffing. And then you begin to see this creature dissolve into a black, tar-like substance.
Ew.
I give it a sniff.
Ceres, no, don't drink that.
No, Ceres bad.
And on that note, this is probably a great place to end the adventure for this evening. So let's go
Hey.
back over here. Boom. Everyone who came out to the stream today, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on in. Whew, my chair is acting all mean to me. So, we really appreciate you coming in. I hope my players, I hope you guys had fun. And I hope you all had fun as well at home. And
Fun. I look forward to next week.
awesome. And make sure, Theodora is also known as Shadow Sure on Twitch. Make sure you check her on out. Nico, I believe you play Dungeons and Dragons on another channel as well, correct?
Yep, channel called Random Encounter Productions.
All right. And I was about to say Ceres, but it looks like Ceres is now Adita. Ceres, you there? Ah, Ceres is there. He's with Ceres, aka Slavinus, also performs on a channel called 3B Radio. So make sure you check out that Twitch channel. And as always, the way we like to end end the adventure in the evening. Remember, every single day, do something for yourself. do something for your mental health, do something for your physical health. Like these adventurers here, life is so much more fun when you get to go on long journeys together with your friends. So take care of yourself, all right? And until we meet again, always remember to crit those gains!
Bye-bye!
See you soon, everybody!
Good night.
More bust.